Okay everyone, so today we are going to discuss the next type of topology, that is the star topology. To make you understand about the star topology, I am taking one example. While we know that in our early books, or maybe when we was into the 10th standard, we make a star. So we guys know that we make such type of figure. So that we say it is the star normally. But in terms of computer, how can we say it is a star? Obviously, if some number of systems are connected, let us suppose that this is computer C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, and C6. So means six computers are connected in such a manner, but we know that it is not a twisted pair cable that we are going to join it like this. And these computers are not the bulbs that we are just taking all the bulbs wires and twist them. That is impossible. So the kind of diagram we are making is the logical diagram. It is not the proper diagram. So the interconnecting here this way is not possible because these are the Ethernet cables. It is not a twisted pair cable. So that means there should be some kind of device which is connecting all these six computer. So I am modifying this diagram and putting that device. So now I am adding one device. Now this device is more logical, and we can see that now six computers are connected with a particular device. And if I make this diagram, then we know that the same diagrams we are making from very first day. Let us suppose that I am putting all the computers at the proper position wherever they are. C1 is there is C2, and there is C6. I am giving the resemblance of the previous diagram to telling you the concept, and C4 is here, and there is C3. Now we know that there is no as such device exist where we can connect everywhere. So let us suppose C1 is connected here, C6 connected here, it is connecting here. So C3 is connected here and C4 is. So these are the ports. Now we can say that this device we are learning from very first day, and this device we know that is the hub. So now we can easily say that the diagram we are learning from very first day is the diagram of the star topology. And if I make the proper diagram, which is present in so many books, then this is the hub. And in the hub, we know that, let us suppose six ports are there. And then from that, we are going to take out the computers. So that means now we can easily say that the hub is the representation of the star topology. Even it is not the hub, if you want to take the switch, that is perfectly okay. So both are perfect. So C1, C2, C3, C4, C5 and C6. So this diagram we have derived from the star. So we have started with the star and derived this diagram. So we have proved that this diagram is the representation of the star, because sometimes in our mind we are having the confusion. It is not looking like a star. So how it can be a star topology? But we have proved this thing that it is a star topology. Now we are discussing few important points of the star topology, and the first one is it use central hub. Central hub means it is in the center. We can see that hub is placed at the center of all the computer to connect all stations. Now you can say the stations or the computers both are the same thing. Station, computer, nodes, anywhere you are saying that represent the computer. Now second thing is the routing decision is taken care by hub. So routing decision made by hub. The meaning is that let us suppose one computer C1 want to send the data to C6. In that case, from where the route will be decided, that will be taken care by hub. So we are having the hub, we are having no worries. If somebody from outside want to send the data to some specific computer, no worries. Hub is going to take that decision. Or we can say that hub is acting like a exchange. So hub act as exchange. Exchange in terms of I am telling the telephonic exchange where we are sending the data from one computer to another, right? Because in the telephone exchange we are having the mobiles. So one mobile is communicating with another. Similarly in the hub we can send the data from C1 to C6. So hub we can say that it is the exchange. And one very important thing about the hub is it is the point to point. Point to point means I can elaborate that it is from station to hub. There is a connection between station and hub directly. That's why we are saying it is the point to point. So C1 is directly connected with the hub. It is not connected with all the computers. So if C1 is communicating one to one, we can say that it is point to point communication. Now we are going to discuss about the advantages of the hub. So talking about the advantages, now if I talk about the advantage, the very first advantage is the low cost. We can also say that it is the less expensive. Well, obviously we can see that there are only 6 wires which are present into the hub in between computer and the hub. So it is very less expensive. It is not like the mesh topology. Remember one thing. Whenever we are learning any other topology, we are comparing them with the mesh topology. Obviously, because mesh topology is a standard where we have used all the wires. Now, less expensive in terms of what? In terms of the wires. Now obviously the less cabling is there because we are going to use the less cable, so less cabling as compared to mesh topology. If the less cables are there, it is easy to maintain, so easy maintenance. And if it is looking very easy, obviously the fault tolerance will be very easy for sure. But yes, there is one more important thing. The failure of one terminal. I am talking about the computer. Failure of one terminal not affect other terminal. Now remember one thing, here I am talking about the computer. If let us suppose that C1 computer is not working, then there is no problem in the communication because C2, C3, C4, C5 and C6 all computers are still working with the help of the hub. So network will not break. So these are the advantages. So now we are learning the disadvantages. If I talk about the disadvantage of this particular star topology, and there is very big disadvantage that let us suppose hub is not working, then whole network will fail. So that means whole network is dependent on the center point, that is the hub. So we can say that it is the one single point failure. and that one single point failure is the hub. So if hub is not working, then everybody is not working, so network will fail. Or we can also write like this: failure of central hub affect all terminal. Means if the hub is not working, all terminals will stop working, so all terminals are now not working. So that is the star topology. If I if I revise the star topology, then we can see that we have taken the hub and it is dependent upon the single component, that is the hub. And if that hub is going to fail, the network will fail. Otherwise, if one system is not working, the complete system will work. And it is a point-to-point communication, because that is the communication between computer and the hub. So that is all about the star topology. And now we are going to discuss the next type of topology, that is the bus topology.